Hey guys, this is Trenchy back again to bring you another video, and this time, um, we are doing a review of, a horror anthology called, WIERD Fiction. It's a movie. It was produced by this company, Wild Eye. Well, they distributed it. I'm very new to Wild Eye. I actually got this film from a contest ran by the Super Slash Brothers, aka Joe the Horror Man, Horrific Nightmares JM, aka Jason, and Bronco Juggalo Brad, so thank you to them. Thank you to Jason in particular, because he's the one that sent all the films. This was actually a while ago, but I'm just getting around. I will be reviewing all these films eventually, and starting with this one. So this is a horror anthology with 4 stories that are told by the collector, and the collector is pretty much like our host, like the Crypt Keeper or John Carpenter in Body Bags. He's our wraparound. He's like a host that introduces all the stories. Very well done. I've seen the wraparound kind of like Teller done in a few different ways. I say he did it pretty decently. He did a good job. He was entertaining. He's not like a Crypt Keeper or even John Carpenter and Body Bag. Something I would just like. Them I could just watch like just a compilation of them doing the introductions. That would be fun. It's nothing like that, but he's still a really good one. Also, Tales from the Hood. There's another one. I really like the wraparound guy in that. I think I could watch a bunch. I could watch him all day. Um, but yeah, but he served his purpose. He did really good. I guess I'll go down the stories in order. I don't remember all the names, but the first one I believe is Goodnight Daddy. Uh, I liked this segment. I thought it was good. It's like a slasher. Like, these kids go out to find a body. These teenagers, they're looking for bodies because someone's killing people around the town, and stuff happens. I did get a little lost in this one. Like, I didn't understand what was going on in some parts, and the ending even confused me a little bit. But I like the gore. Um, I like the story. I thought the story was good, and there's a lot of homage to old slashers like Halloween. There's definitely some Halloween homage going on in here. Also, I particularly liked the lighting in this segment. I thought the lighting was super good. Really, really surreal. The the kind of the things I didn't like is like there are some scenes where I don't know how shit happened. Like the killer would do something and I couldn't figure out how he actually did that, or like like when did he possibly do that? It was a little weird. And the acting in this, not saying that the acting in all of them are like gems, they're not, because mostly it's the same actor. Like, it was passable acting, but it was very noticeably bad in this segment. Like, in this segment, it was just very noticeably, like, kind of bad with some of the actors. Um, but in the end of the day, I did like this segment, and I'll give it I'll give it a 6. It's about an average segment, and I did enjoy it. Second segment on the list is the babysitter segment, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I really enjoyed this segment. It was very fun. It's about this dude who has to babysit this older, like, about this dude who's kind of the same age. He's pretty much babysitting this guy who's around the same age as him. Even though I didn't notice they had, like, they didn't even try to make people look younger, even though we obviously know that some of these characters are playing very much younger people, but they didn't try to age them down or anything. So it's really weird. Like, they got a bunch of older people, but they're playing these, way you can tell from the tone and stuff, are supposed to be at least younger. And this segment, I think it works, because I guess we can assume this guy, they even acknowledge it, like, yeah, this guy's, like, mentally ill, or something, like he's played off to be like mentally ill. So it's like, yeah, it's like we can kind of get that. But then there's another segment, which was, yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. But I really, I really enjoyed this one. I thought it's about this dude who has to be. Oh, I already started explaining this. My bad. He babysits this guy who's the same age, kind of, and the guy has issues, and this guy has a creepy puppet called Carl, a ventriloquist puppet, and let's just say shit gets weird. Also, I like why the dude's babysitting. He's babysitting this dude because the dude's sister, of who he's babysitting, is offering him like sex and like take him to prom and shit if he does. So she kind of like prostitutes herself out. I found that kind of funny. But this was more of a lighthearted segment. I really enjoyed this. It took me into twists. It took a very big twist, which I really enjoyed. I think made the segment was the twist. Like, it took a very different direction that I thought it was going to go in. And it was really fun. I thought the acting, well, was passable. It didn't really stick out as bad to me here, even though it was the same actors as from before. Well, at least some of them. I just really love what they did with this. My only complaint is kind of a spoiler, so I'll just say there is like an effect or a thing in here that I would have wished to got more of a look of. Like, we could have got a closer look. And I know it might be because of budget, but later on we see like an effect. We see a thing and we get close up on that, and that looked fucking awesome. So I think it would have been great to see this thing and more. But besides that, I really enjoyed this segment. It was really fun and really well done, and it kind of unique in a way. It was interestingly unique, and I love the lightheartedness of this. So I give that segment a 9, man. That was a really good segment. Going on to the third segment. I think it's called Incubus. This one's about pretty much a porn star who gets turned into a vampire. I thought it was okay. The thing is, they had really good special effects in this one. I like what they did with like the vampire claws and stuff. They gave them like longer fingernails that resembled like Nosferatu or maybe even a little bit of the Lost Boys. They even play that famous symphony, I think that was from Nosferatu. Dun, 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 you know, like that. I thought that was good. The thing about this is it wasn't really well paced, in my opinion. Stuff was just kind of happening. Like, and the ending's a total mess. I don't even understand what kind of happened there. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. But it had a good idea, but I think this one really should have had a full-length movie. Because I feel like with what they were trying to explore with this one, especially the way they were doing the take they took on vampires in this one was interesting, but I feel like it needed more time to develop. I feel like it didn't really get enough time to actually, you know, show what they were talking about and to actually get us really invested. There were some cool elements in this, and I actually liked a few characters. I liked his romantic interest. I thought was a very cool, interesting character, and I would like to learn more about her, especially through what we learned from her from the story. I think just, yeah, the problem with this story was it really doesn't work as a short. I think it would have worked better as a full-length movie. I feel like it had lots of potential, but it was really, for a short, it just seemed like the story was really rushed and really discombobulated and left me discombobulated. But again, I thought like they had a really good potential here. The special effects were pretty good with what they had. I really liked the camera work in this one. The camera work stood out to me. And yeah, I feel like I feel like if any one of these were to get a full length, it should be this one or the last segment, which I will talk about. But yeah, I give this one a 4, or yeah, I'll give it a 4. It was not the best. It was watchable, but if I watch the segments again, if I watch this again, it would be like one that has, not that I usually skip through anthologies, but it'd be like one I probably like not really pay attention to, and maybe like go take a bathroom break while it's on or something. Not even bother to pause, or anything. It was still, but it's still watchable. It's still good. It's like, I don't think any of these were downright horrible. It's just this was the most lacking out of the 4 stories. And the last one is another one I really enjoyed, and it's called A Cosmic Terror. And pretty much what happens is these 2 girls have an alien crash into their house, and then the younger sister kind of adopts it like it's ET, but then shit just goes insane, and I fucking love it. Again, this one went in a direction I did not see coming, and I really enjoyed that. I actually liked our main characters, even though the younger sister is like played by an older actress, and you can definitely tell that she's trying to play someone way younger than her age, like I was talking about earlier. Besides that, I really enjoyed this one. The special effects on the alien, which I forgot what they called them, but the special effects on the alien are really good. He looks just amazing and really cool looking. I know I've probably seen the look before, but it's still a very cool look to him. The twist this story takes, again, this is another one where I thought it was gonna go one way, and it did a full 180 on me and went a whole other way, which I enjoyed, and actually brought in 2 different elements of horror, which I thought was cool. Again, I really liked the lighting in this one. This one had a very surreal lighting to it as well, with the pinks and the greens, kind of like Goodnight Daddy. I thought it kept me entertained. It kept me involved throughout the story and intrigued, and I really like the characters. Like in the babysitter one, this is another one I connected really with the characters. Goodnight Daddy I didn't really, but it was like this and the babysitter one, and I really liked the character. I really liked a couple of the characters in the vampire one too. It's just that one was very rushed, I think, for the story they were trying to tell. But no, in this one I think it worked out well. Even though it could have been a bigger story, they were able to put it and pace it very well in this short, and it kind of makes me want a sequel to see what has happened in this potential universe, even though I don't think you need one, because the way it turns out is pretty conclusive in a way. Like, yeah, it's like, I don't have much to say about this one. This is one you gotta really see. This and the babysitter one are really ones you gotta experience. And, I give this one a 9. I really enjoyed this one. So, yeah, in the end, I'll give this This as a whole, I'll give it a 7. I'll give it like, above average. It's definitely pretty above average. You get 2 really good segments in my opinion. Which I really enjoy. One decent segment that was really good, and then you get one really good. Not one really good. You get one like kind of segment, but it's still watchable. So this worked for me. And the wraparound guy was pretty good too. These are like a young filmmaker, but you can tell they like horror, especially from all the references. They had Night of the Living Dead in there. You had some Halloween homage. You had some Nosferatu homage. You had some good things going on here. So the guy's name is Jacob Perret, and Taylor Rhodes produced it. I hope these two come together again. They starred in the movie. I believe both of them did as well. Yeah, they did. I hope they come back together again and maybe do a sequel to this, or maybe a full-length movie. Even if it's not one of the segments. I think these guys have potential. I think they could do good. And I'm starting to gain respect for this Wild Eye company. That's their little logo there. Because they really give filmmakers a chance to show off their chops and really put some good stuff out there. And this was pretty good. I really like this. So yeah, I give that like I said, I gave it a 7. Definitely worth a check out if you want just a pretty good anthology, especially the way it's set up. Like you get a pretty good one, like a good one to begin with, not amazing but good. Then you get, in my opinion, an amazing one. Then you get the one, and then it clips it off with the amazing one. I still gotta say, if I'm ranking the segments, the Babysitter one, then the Cosmic Terror one, then the Goodnight Daddy, the Slasher one, and then the at the bottom, the Vampire one, the Incubus. But yeah, man, check this out. Thank you, Jason, for sending me this. I will be getting to the rest at some point. But yeah, man, I do appreciate it, man. I had a fun time with this. Check out some of Wild Eye movies, man. The ones I've seen so far, they did the Scary Stories documentary I like. They did Bone Jangles I watched with the Slash Bros. I like that too. And I like this, so far it's free for free, man. I'm enjoying what they're putting out. So yeah, check them out. You might not like some stuff, but you might find some hidden gems in there, and I will say this is a pretty good hidden gem, this Weird Fiction. Solid anthology. I think it should be given a shot. Now, will it make my 20 for 2020 anthology list? That's left to be seen. But I don't know. I think it does have a shot here. It has a shot. But yeah. Anyways, you guys have a good day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy signing off. Beep bop boop.